Alright guys, welcome back. This is Sir Greggy G back on your screen. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit different type video. I'm actually going to be doing some tips and tricks on how to push people using ramp walls, floors, and certain tactics that you can implement into your gameplay that I've certainly implemented into mine and feel that could really benefit anyone looking to grow their knowledge of the game and how to get better in an aggressive play style. So with that being said, I've devised a quick little one-by-one over there, and for these examples we're just going to pretend that the person is in the one-by-one, and that's the person that you want to push to. Now the first technique, it's going to be pretty basic. I'm going to start out with basic techniques and get more advanced as we go. But the first one is just going to be, your simple ramp push, right? So you're just going to, let's say someone is in the one-by-one already. You're just going to come up, start ramping up here. And basically what this is doing is just to get high ground on the person so you can look down and shoot it, right? So pretty basic. This is the first thing that, one of the first building techniques that anyone should use in Fortnite and should learn to their advantage. Now, let's say, you're playing in a squad mode, so there's maybe more than one person in there, or you just want a little bit more reliability. The next technique you can utilize is a double ramp. So pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to double ramp all the way up. Pretty standard, pretty easy as long as you have the turbo building on. Just hold down your mouse button, and as you're going, you can just click your ramp, and it'll be putting them down as you go. So that's the second technique. Now the third technique we're going to utilize is going to be a little more complex. We're going to be putting a ramp down and then a wall to give us another layer for when someone is trying to shoot us down as we're pushing them. So it's going to be pretty simple. You're just going to hit ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall, all the way up. And once that's done, you can look back here, and it gives you a little added protection of someone trying to shoot you down, right? So not unless they're in an advantageous spot to shoot you down initially. Let's say they are in this one-by-one. As you can see here from this advantage point, especially early, they're going to be trying to shoot you down, and they're going to have 2 layers to get through. Now next we're going to jump into a good pushing technique that's going to have 3 layers for someone to go through. Alright, so the next technique we're going to utilize is going to pretty much be a combination of the last 2 that we did. So it's going to be ramp, it's going to be the ramp wall one that we just went over, but it's going to be double ramp style. So it's going to be 2 on each side. So you're just going to start obviously with your ramps, run up, you're going to turbo build those, then walls, ramps, walls, ramps, walls, ramps, walls. Got one. There we go. And what this is going to do, I don't know why this is here. Just click. What this is going to do is it's going to give you an even extra layer of protection when someone's trying to shoot you down as they're pushing you, right? So from this perspective, they're going to have to get through pretty much 4 things here to try and break down your structure. And then finally it's going to come crumbling down. And in that time, obviously, you're going to have plenty of time to return fire and shoot them back. So that's kind of, an advanced technique. It's a little bit harder to master, especially at first. It's definitely, time consuming to get that down, but definitely worth your while if you can put the time enough to do that. Now, the next technique we're going to talk about is going to be a ramp floor wall. This is just going to give you an added layer of protection as you're going up. And what it does is, especially for if you don't have the mats to blow through double ramping, this is a really effective way because it gives you 3 layers of protection to break down, right? They're going to have to shoot either the wall, the floor, and the ramp. So super effective that way as well. Now the last technique we're going to jump into in the next clip here is going to be how to double ramp that, as well as then we have our 4th and final very advanced technique that a lot of the pros are using now that I'll show you how to complete as well. Alright, so the next technique we're going to use is the one we just implemented, but we're going to do double ramp style. So we're going to set it up with our 2 ramps walls, get ready, and then we're going to do 2 ramps, 2 floors, 2 walls, 2 ramps, 2 floors, 2 walls, 2 ramps, 2 floors, 2 walls. And that's why we're practicing. So as you can see, what this looks like is it's going to be a lot of layers to shoot down in a short amount of time for this person, right? So you're pushing at them, you're getting on them really quickly. This is intimidating to look at. So they're gonna have to break through a total of 6 layers here, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have the ammo to basically show you this, but as you can see, there's a lot of layers to go through, and obviously in that time you're gonna be able to return fire. So that is a super complex and tactical way to push. And it's very effective because it gets the job done, they can't shoot you down, and you're able to return fire so easily while they're either focused on not shooting you at all, and you can get your first shot accuracy off on them, or they're so focused on trying to break your structure down that you can just peek over the ledge and pop them in the head with a couple shots and easily take the kill down. Now, the final technique, and this is honestly something that I'm still trying to practice on myself because it is super advanced. So we've learned, just typical ramp, 1 thing to shoot down, double ramp 2, you got the ramp wall, makes it 2, double ramping wall, and that makes it 4. Then we have this technique here, makes it, possibly 4 or 6 things to break through. And then the next one is gonna be 4 total things that someone's gonna have to break through until they finally knock you down. So obviously set it up the same. So start with your ramp. I already messed this up, we're gonna redo this. So start with your ramp wall, then you put another floor or another ramp in front, and then you're gonna go, it's gonna go ramp, floor, ramp, wall. So ramp, and then floor, ramp, wall, ramp, floor, ramp, wall, and then ramp, floor, ramp, wall, ramp, floor, ramp, wall. Now what this looks like, and as I said, I'm still becoming an expert at this as well. It takes a while, but as you can see, this crazy contraption of a structure, it's going to be nearly impossible for someone to break through this by the time you get up on them, especially if you get this down well. So what it does is it buys you time, right? There's 4 different structures they have to break through. There's 1 here, then they have to break through your floor, then your wall, then your final ramp that you're standing on. And by that time, you'll have plenty of time. And as you can imagine, if you learn how to double ramp this, which I'm still working on, it's very effective. But those are some definitely, beginner to advanced tactics on how to strategically push someone. That's really helped shape my game and help me be more aggressive while also playing a safer play style with doing so. So if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and there's definitely going to be more content coming your way. Once again, this is Sir Greggy G. Thank you for watching. How's it going today, guys? This is G back with another Fortnite commentary. And today I got a little solo squad